National Championships.
Hello, 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 hello. You are listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. Tonight with me, we have Corin, Jotham, and Jared.
Hello.
Jared was really losing it there for a minute. Jared, while the opening music was playing, you were beet red, out of breath, rubbing your head like a Baptist preacher.
No reason.
Everything's okay. Is it because we were
No, come on.
Is it because we were talking about Corin and Jotham both having the same Topo Chico? What is it called again?
What is it called?
Topo Chica.
Topo Chico.
No, what's the real name?
Come on, quit playing around. Tell me what the actual real product that grown-ups sell is called. No, what does Topo Chico mean?
I don't know, something boy.
Something boy?
Chico is boy, right?
I never even questioned why it was called that. It's so delicious. I don't.
What is it? My question was, what does it taste like?
It's very like a clean, nice bubbles. You know, if you crack that and say you don't, so other seltzers you gotta like
nice
chug.
Bubbles?
You get all the carbonation.
So it's just,
if you leave it open for like 10 minutes, you lose the bubbles. This will stay crisp.
But like, so there's like grapefruit flavor and
There's no flavor.
lemon flavor. It's its own flavor, Topo Chico.
It's water.
It's mineral water. It's got a nice
So
taste to it.
A little maybe salty, a little saltier than your average water.
I feel like it's a little crisper. It's got a little more of that clean tang.
Bubbles.
Are you saying it gets you right here?
Every
And
time.
maybe right here?
Dude, it gets me all over.
Yeah.
It's like a full body experience.
Topo Chico means little mole.
that's
in
what I was
Spanish.
just finding.
Oh,
Like
Alistair, your
animal?
audio's gone again.
I don't care. I can hear myself.
Oh, okay.
That's all I need. As long as I've got it recorded locally, I can fill in the rest of you. I can overdub your voices. It doesn't matter.
Fix it in post.
Great.
All right. Well,
So you guys are big time into the Topo
I'm
Chico.
updated on Topo Chico, so we can move on.
You feel like you've learned everything
I
there
feel
is
like
to
I
know.
understand. Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
Until you try it, you don't understand. I mean, you can say you do, but you got to try it.
He's
It's
acting
like-
all superior on you over this Topo Chico.
I know. It's like I don't like the tone. Like that's coming from both of these guys about the Topo Chico.
It reminds me, I don't know if you remember, I watched that Zac Efron
yeah.
Discovers the World.
Oh, so it's like that.
Yeah. Well, in one of the episodes, he goes to this bar in LA, and there's a water sommelier who brings him like different mineral waters from around the world, and see if he can taste the difference. And like one that like is banned in the U.S. because it's basically just dirt water. It's just got like you can see like the chunky minerals in it.
Sediment.
Chunky
Sediment,
minerals.
Chunky minerals. My high school mascot.
That doesn't sound feasible.
So, wait, so does Zac Efron drink the Topo Chico or what?
No, he drinks all sort of water
But not Topo
and
Chico.
soda water.
Sort of water.
Topo Chico is not featured. It reminded me of that strange segment where there was
Okay.
a water sommelier in LA, someone who makes their living describing the taste of water, which makes you feel foolish.
Okay.
Because you don't know as much about water as them?
Ooh.
Wait, no.
I never claimed to.
I feel like that came across as way bigger of a snap than I meant for it to be.
It's your natural tone.
Is that because you don't know as much about water, Corin? Corin, to what have you been up in this last week since we talked last?
Oh, goodness. I was really stressed out about talking about this because I am up to less and less, it feels like these days. My work has become increasingly busy, and so I've worked over the weekend. I worked on Labor Day. I had very little time to do anything. I laid in the sun a little bit. I did go to the beach and like I got a nice glow.
Yeah.
So really the only thing I have going on is that I don't know, we can talk about the fact that I'm dating. Like I'm a single man and I go on dates, which I think is unique in this circle.
How
Jared's
often?
single, but I don't know if he's not
Yeah, I gave it
pandemic
up.
dating.
I gave it up.
he's
I tried. No.
celibate at this point.
Sell, sell a bit. So how often are you going on dates? How often are you meeting new people and going on dates with a new person?
Maybe like, a new person every time, every few weeks.
Every few
It's
weeks,
like-
you'll go on a date with a new person who you haven't met before,
Yes.
like a blind date using like a Tinder type device.
Oh boy, there's so many apps, guys.
What's your app of choice at the moment?
Hinge? Have we heard of
Yeah,
Hinge.
shout out Hinge.
Hinge? Let's get that sponsorship.
I was doing Tinder and Bumble, but I only heard.
You gotta
of
do
Hinge.
all three. All
Gotta do
three.
There's three. That's the three.
Yeah.
Trifecta.
Hinge is one of the main three. Okay.
Cast a wide
Yeah.
net.
Is that the name of one of the other apps?
Just one thing I'm good at.
Getting that wide net.
WAN.
This is so close to offensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go on dates. It's really weird. It's pandemic right now, so like dating in general is weird.
Limited
But then
asterisk.
yeah. So there's park dates. We go on a lot of park dates. It's the Pacific Northwest, so we have a lot of very beautiful scenery to enjoy, which is lucky. Wink. And then that's it. And then you go straight to each other's homes.
What?
So what's interesting to me is that you're dating each of these people for a few weeks at a time, because I would know immediately that I hated the person as soon as I showed up and would try to think of ways to leave.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not that
It's a little
harsh.
more nuanced than that.
Yeah,
For in your experience.
I mean, I know what I like.
I'm just not going out with new people all
I
the time because I
know
feel
what
like
I
that's
like.
dangerous. Like I
Yeah,
will only
stranger danger.
stranger danger, right? I only have the endurance. It's not the right word. Patience.
Stamina. Stamina is what I meant.
Pat myself on the.
I have great stamina for ladies. No, I don't like meeting new people. I don't.
It sucks.
It really sucks. I've been single for 6 years now, so like I've met a lot of new people in that time.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you.
You're telling me.
Right.
Any questions?
Yeah. So
I think we covered it.
yeah, we'll put your cause of death as mingling. So pandemic times when you go for a park date, are you like you're starting out like full 10 feet apart, just walking parallel, talking about the events of the day and such?
Absolutely, yeah. Relating how we're not doing anything in our lives and just talking about what we do in quarantine, which is usually what we watch. So a lot of kind of like what we do here.
Oh, it's like we're on a park date.
Yeah.
Corin, I have a question. I want to know, what is the hook on your online dating bios? What is like the number one thing around which you center your personality? Is it your upper body strength? Is it?
I would rather turn this back around on each of you.
I would love to see. We've already gone over mine. I would love to see your profile.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Could it be that hard to find? Who here's a registered user?
I will
rad
sign on as a girl. Yeah, and I will find Corin.
Who's on Hinge?
Well, okay. Let's make a deal. I'll read you my profile, my short one.
I don't want to know.
All right.
Not that. It's not going to talk about his patience with the
Endurance.
ladies.
It's all going to be his PRs.
I'm very patient with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Corin.
No, what would you think my highlight would be?
We,
Super
fishing
into
for
comics.
Okay. That's not really a highlight, I don't think. It's more of a warning.
But those are good to put on there too.
Yeah, red flags.
oh,
Yeah.
Jared,
A
list all my
harmless
red
red flag
flags.
to put out in front, like, oh, I'm into comics, whatever.
to listeners and viewers, mark the time Jared's bottle, Jared's drink just showed up.
Someone's
boy.
made a drinking game out of it.
Eclipsing Jared in the window.
It's Jared's red flag.
I got a big drink. How about that?
Ladies, you're gonna love my big drink.
Come on. I feel like we're really sliding from the mark here. What's the main draw? What does Corin see as the main draw in his bio? Does he talk about how he likes to go to the gym a lot? I would work that in if I went to the
That
gym
pump.
a lot.
How you
I
like
bet
the pump?
the pics are gonna tell that story anyways.
Yeah, oh, you know what? You don't have to brag
pics
about
do
it
help.
if you've got the right pics. Or are the pics
Yeah.
all of you like you're
Is it
like
just
you're
pics
like
and no words?
hanging out with a friend and like you've got your arm up so you have to flex?
No, because I have to talk about my career because it sounds so good.
Yeah, you definitely do.
You talk about being an attorney.
Yeah, I talk about saving Native people every day of my life. Dedicating my life to, holding up the underserved.
So you're going for a compassionate person rather than someone who's only after the pump.
Correct.
I mean, in the sense of the gym.
Yeah.
Well,
my
I
emotional and spiritual and passions as far as my career goals and life choices. I don't want to come off superficial.
I just
but I
happen
do
to
have a
engage in
shirtless
the pump.
picture.
Yeah. We say shirtless pictures.
Yeah,
Nice.
I work
Yep.
really hard.
The shirtless gray sweatpants picture.
Oh,
You
I
gotta
think I
find
know
an
that picture.
you gotta find an activity. You can't make it look like it's just like you in the bathroom, right?
Like you posed for it.
Right. You got to be like
ultimate
out at the-
frisbee.
But I totally had people taking pictures for that reason.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures.
Like, snap a new Tinder pic.
I was snapping pics of Jotham at the radio station every once in a
Yeah.
while, years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting, when I do decide to go back on the apps, I was thinking about asking Alistair if he would, let's have like a Tinder photo shoot. Like, I can
that's
get a couple like outfits together and like scenes. Like sweater vest or sweater tied around the neck, playing with the dog, like that kind of thing.
I've got
yeah.
I've got
Sears catalog.
a
like, photo
backdrop
shoot.
with a like a fireplace and mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Charcuterie.
Solid.
Yeah,
Enjoying charcuterie.
this is so
In front
good.
of the mantle.
Selling charcuterie.
I know exactly what
Oh, yeah.
each one of these is.
On Wheel of Fortune.
Can your man do this?
Stupid. Yeah, so that's my life.
Dating
Yeah.
and working.
Dating, working, getting the pump.
Jotham, speaking of the pump, what have you been up to?
Let's see. I got some stickers in the mail yesterday that I ordered from this Instagram account that I like called Subpar Parks. So if any of you follow that?
Yes.
No.
It's really funny. Let me give you just like an example. Let's say, so these are like actual Yelp reviews of national parks. The Yoho National Park, a huge disappointment. And like the girl, she illustrates each of them. And then I ordered some from Yosemite because Maddie and I went there last year. So that's exciting. I think this girl's really funny. Well, I guess the reviews are funny. Maybe she's not funny at all.
She thinks that she's helping out the parks department. She's like, well, maybe if I put some of these reviews on there, it'll bolster excitement. She doesn't realize
Yeah.
those are very
Oh, I
negative.
thought you were going to say it would get them to like make the parks better. Advertise how crappy these parks are.
I think these parks are great. It's the people that suck.
Whoa. Jotham's taking it right to society.
I started. I've got a new. Speaking of pump, it's not really a pump, but cardio. I started playing pickleball this last week.
Ah.
And yeah, I guess it's a game for retirement, but it's fun. Do you guys know what it is? Because I didn't.
I just like that when you said it. Was it Jared who went, huh?
Yeah. It's like poor man's tennis. I mean, it's like tennis, but it's a quarter of the size of the court, and you have a different paddle or racket. There are more similarities than differences, but the scoring's easier. I mean, it's like 1 through 11, not 15, 30, 40, all that. So I've been playing that. I ordered a paddle. That'll be arriving Saturday, so I'll be playing again on Sunday. But yeah, there's a park here in Ybor.
All right, now hold on. I have a question here.
Maybe I want to be involved in pickleball.
Yeah,
come
maybe
play.
we all want to be part of your exclusive pickleball league, dude. Hey, now pickleball. So does the ball bounce as in tennis? What type of ball are you using?
So
do you volley?
It bounces, but it's not like tennis. It's not a tennis ball. It's more like a wiffle ball. Okay. So it doesn't bounce much after the first bounce. I mean, it drops pretty quickly, but you still have elements of spin. It's just a smaller. It's not. No, it's a pickleball, which is like a wiffle ball. I couldn't tell you the exact differences. I feel like the wiffle ball is
so is it hollow and full of holes, or
you could probably use it for wiffle ball. You could exchange it.
That's not answering the
Why
question.
are you so reluctant to answer this very direct question?
I feel like you're
they're
unnecessarily
pickleballs.
avoiding this for a weird reason.
I don't know much about this. No,
You've seen it. You've hit one. What does it look like?
Well, when's the last time you were around a wiffle ball?
It doesn't matter. I know what it is.
I know what a wiffle ball is.
I have seen one.
It's a hollow plastic ball with holes in it.
I think they're similar.
You think?
Well, I know they're similar.
Have you just thought about playing pickleball?
No, I've been.
I assure you, I played pickleball.
Yeah. I've won a handful of games.
I don't know, man. It doesn't sound like you've laid hands on one of those things.
No.
Jared, I'll see you on the pickleball court Sunday.
Yeah.
Accusatory.
Yeah, Jared.
I'll have a full report next week.
Jared, if you want to talk that way
on
to
what the pickleball looks like.
if you want to talk that way to Jotham's face,
Play your
I'd be
cards
surprised.
right. I'll let you try my new racket.
Ooh, listen to that. He didn't like that question. Did not like that question at all. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so pickleball.
National parks.
I watched a really good documentary last two nights called Outcry about this 18-year-old. It's like a crime thing. 18-year-old who got arrested for it's like super sexual assault, I think it's called, because the person was under 5. And I don't want to give out too much, but
Come on.
Well. What?
No, it's fine. It's just you're describing this
content,
documentary
the content's
and shit.
rough.
Yeah, shit got fucking dark as hell, and we're all just
but,
laughing.
Welcome
at
to our comedy podcast.
We're all laughing at pickleball.
Well, the police did a terrible job investigating, so
Even better.
Yeah, real pieces of shit.
So pickleball and that.
Yeah, we can move on from that. But anyways, it was a good one.
No, I like a good documentary. I can't think of which one I just watched over the past couple days. It'll come to me soon enough. Oh, I'll tell you what, I was definitely thinking about watching that Tom Petty documentary. Every few months, I think maybe I'll watch that 4-hour Tom Petty documentary, and I haven't actually gotten to start it yet. But yeah,
Barely make it through a Tom Petty song, let alone a whole documentary.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Hey, you know what? I have to say, there are probably 15 Tom Petty songs that I genuinely like, you know?
Just loves horses.
What's that?
15?
Those Horses?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a song?
America too.
Is that a song by Tom Petty, Those Horses?
Pretty sure.
Okay, we'll check into that right along with the pickleball Wikipedia. Jared, what have you been doing during all the pickleballing and pumping?
Yeah, don't say pickleball.
I saw Tenet like 2 more times.
You did?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you really you must have enjoyed that movie a lot.
And both in IMAX. It's incredible and confusing.
Oh, because you got the IMAX like coupons or whatever, right?
No.
The refund ticket, right?
He said because
Oh,
you
they
got
gave you-
coupons.
Well, you know what I mean.
I kept the passes they gave me for a rainy day, but I decided when I was going to see it, I wanted to choose my seats ahead of time instead of like leaving it up to chance. But yeah. So Tenet's been on my mind greatly for like the past like few days.
You know, I still haven't even seen Dunkirk.
Oh,
Really?
I haven't seen it.
It's a good movie.
Dunkirk's an amazing movie. So
Yeah, I gotta
Tenet,
turn it up loud.
confusing though. Real
It is loud.
confusing. And very loud. Other than that, I am preparing to order my supercomputer next week. Thursday is when my future computer part becomes available for purchase.
Can you always refer to it as your future computer?
It's like it's like her, right?
Even when it's in your possession?
My future computer. You mean your current computer? No. So that's happening. I'm super excited about that. That's edging closer. And other than that, nothing.
All right.
I know that I've ever since you disclosed to us the particular make, model, and such of these processors that you had your eye on, that you were waiting to be announced and released in order to start this supercomputer build of yours. I've now started seeing these processors popping up in memes and such, you know, it looking like a boombox, like being held up on the lawn by
the
John
dude pulled it out of
Cusack.
his
I was
oven
done trying to say
reveal.
anything.
Really? Was he wearing the leather jacket?
Yeah.
That guy's cool.
Yeah. Jensen Huang of NVIDIA, the CEO of NVIDIA.
Jensen Huang.
Always with the leather jacket.
Well, you got to look cool if you're going to play computer games.
No doubt. Oh, and my bands. Oh, a band update. So it's been 4 weeks since I ordered my bands, and they only finally shipped them yesterday because there was a shortage. So Monday I'll have my bands, and then I'll be able to get at least some kind of a pump, something resembling a pump.
Besides your biceps.
Yeah. So next week. So there's that.
Yeah, that bar was nice. The one that Jared showed off, keeping the arms in place during
I
curls.
get to use it. It's been sitting here, like, collecting dust.
You don't have no dumbbells?
I have nothing. That's why I order the bands.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to get some bands.
Get off my back. Jesus.
Now you just have to as we discussed, now you just have to find the right place to anchor those bands so they don't come flying at you and, you know, crush your larynx or something.
Jared, we got to get you on the pickleball court.
I'm saying.
We got to solve your problems. Sunday.
Listen, tell me when and where. Just tell me. I'm there.
Yeah.
Sunday, Ybor.
Get your racket and get ready to smash the pickleball shuttlecock.
The thing that I have no idea what it looks like.
It's like you seen a wiffle ball? It's just like that.
So it's a wiffle ball?
It's just like that, yeah.
so it's got holes in it then.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All this information
cover
is
this?
all of a sudden very forthcoming. Oh, what have I been up to? Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate nobody trying to push the. There we go. All right. What I've been up to, put a new website up for the podcast. It's pretty much exactly like the old website, but it's a little more mobile friendly and just slightly different look to it, but it serves the exact same purpose. No new functionality. Don't be don't be fooled into thinking that we're offering new tools of entertainment for you. But I would encourage you to check the website, thegncshow.com. By the way, if anyone has anything they want to let us know about, they can also email us, us@thegncshow.com. Follow us on most social media at The GNC Show. And you can call us. Number is 727-379-4335. That spells PAPERWHEEL on your alphanumeric keypad. been doing more of the schooling here at home. Virtual schools going on for 2 different grades, 2nd grade and 9th grade. 9th grade seems to operate very independently inside the 9th graders' room. They just kind of go in, get their morning coffee, hear them in there on meetings. We assume things are being taken care of. We'll find out eventually. There'll be some kind of communication from the school. Your child has missed 79 days in the first 4 weeks. The 2nd grader, we are much more hands-on with. They have a morning meeting. I've mentioned in the past, in the morning meeting, they were just going around and saying like a one adjective that describes how they're feeling right now. Then they were doing it like with colors and stuff. And now it's getting a little more bogged down in the bureaucracy and the just all the logistics of doing tests, and everybody has special things going on during the day. Therapies, speech therapies, occupational therapies, and this testing they're doing to mark where everyone's at developmentally or skills wise. So after the teacher goes through all of the agenda, exactly what everyone needs to do at each part of the day, where it can be found, she then opens up the floor for questions about the agenda, if there's anything that they don't understand. And there's this one kid who I absolutely love. He always comes up with a new question to ask. Today, when she said, does anyone have any questions? He said, where are you from? Which it sounded kind of like nice, like I want to know more about your background, but it also almost came across like where did you come from? Yeah, where you come from? And she answered politely, and she's like, does anyone have any questions about what's going on in the actual school? And a few people had questions, and then like this kid raised his hand again, and she said, is your question about school? And he said, what? And she said, is your question about something that we're doing in school? And he said, what are you talking about? Like he got, by the time
He's fed up with her.
yeah, just in the time it took her to say, does your question have anything to do with school, what we're talking about? He's like, what are you even asking me? So obvious, and I'm sure it had nothing to do with that. And then someone else chimed in, and they had questions, and she answered them for him. And then this kid raised his hand again, and he said, what are we going to do in school? That was his question.
Just like
One more
in
thing,
general.
Keith.
I have one last question. What are we going to do in school? She's like, every question he has just like really like, catches the room off guard. But
I love it.
I'm into this kid's mind.
Is this the same kid that has a Bwindle cat?
No, that
I
is
was
someone
wondering
else.
about the cat.
That's someone else. I
Damn
haven't
it.
heard anything else about the cat, but I have heard that kid's voice.
I love that.
Yeah. Wed and brown, like a Bwindle. Let's call him a kid. In our writing assignments for 2nd grade, they sorry, I just like licked my lips a lot and made a weird noise. They suggest to students that they find a coach in their house, someone that they talk to and interact with on a regular basis, someone who can help them with their writing, someone knowledgeable, someone maybe older and wiser. And I suggested
Someone masculine,
to
someone with a
Clara,
good beard.
yeah, exactly, someone wise, wizened with a whitened beard. So I suggested to Clara, I said, well, who here do you think would make a good coach? Someone who's around and like, maybe someone smart who you bounce your ideas off of. And like, she thought it was super hilarious. She named like every person in the house and every pet that we have like in sequence without naming me. Cause she saw like that was what, yeah, she saw the gag and she like re-gagged it on me. So
You're like secretly furious.
it's like, who the hell does this kid think she is? You think she's a better writer than me? I create worlds. Yeah. The last interesting thing that's been happening is that we're having a visit from a dog named Tucker, who's stayed with us before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tucker.
This little old dog named Tucker. He's super, super chill, super mellow, except when, highly provoked by some of our cats. And Clara, our second grader, who's turning 9 soon, she's super into Tucker, but then she found out that Tucker ate some cat poop, because that'll happen sometimes. You know, a dog will go out, you know, when a dog
do.
when a dog
Biscuits.
loves a cat very much, sometimes it will eat its poop. So once Clara found out about this, she was like 180 degrees on Tucker. She was like, keep that dog away from me. It eats cat poop. That dog does not represent me.
Wow.
I think she may have cooled off on it a little bit, but she was really going hard on Tucker.
Teach her about forgiveness and not to shame people for their choices.
I guess this would have been a good time to do that.
Yeah.
Especially if they like eating Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, you're using that as a metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
Like for cat poop.
A
They do look
stand-in.
similar.
But yeah, that's been about it for me. Nothing too wildly exciting. Although I find if I keep better track of my life, there's actually more going on than I ever remember. You know what? It's like a few weeks ago, Jotham checked in and he was all like, I tended to my pump, but that was about it. And then on Instagram,
I thought there was two.
Good impression. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then on Instagram, there's a box full of Nintendo 64 cartridges that he found in his attic or something.
Really?
That's a
I
big
didn't
story
catch
to me.
it.
this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
basement.
shout out. No shout out for Jared.
Yeah, I forgot.
You have a basement?
No.
Yeah, I forgot.
I don't have an attic either.
Okay.
So
It's
what
my
happened
fault.
with
I'm the
these? What happened with these cartridges?
Hey, say
So
that
some of
again,
these
Alistair?
cartridges, where are they at? You got something?
Oh, they're here. Yeah, they're here. There's like probably 30.
30.
I can't find the console though. So I have all the games.
This is
The
worth a
console's
mention.
lost. As Alistair knows, I had a loose move last time.
A what?
A loose move where I moved and I just threw all my stuff in a car and didn't box it
Loose
up.
move.
Loose
A
move.
loose move. And I'm never doing that again. It was
My name is Lou Smooth. I'm here for all your 90s R&B hits.
So yeah, I lost the console in that move.
Well, I bet you could find a console, and but then again, I mean, these are they Nintendo 64? They are 64. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe
That's
you
a hard
should
to
just
come by
just get an
console.
emulator.
Yeah.
It's everybody's favorite.
I'll get one at some point. It's not super high on my list, but I will at some point.
Divisive.
Overrated.
Okay.
Over a
Sorry.
device.
God, I was just clearing my throat.
I think I remember was it Genesis that you liked a bunch? It was whereas a Sega console, an old Sega console,
the Saturn.
Saturn is your
Even
that's
though
your boy.
even though it was inferior to the PlayStation, it had a lot of great games, and it was under celebrated, I believe.
Yes.
Was that the CD one?
Yes.
Yes.
It was the first CD one.
It was very seedy. Wasn't there which console got stolen out of your car after you drove me home to my parents'
The
house?
Sega Genesis.
Okay.
I bought a Sega Genesis at a store in Countryside Mall and a bunch of games, and then I got robbed at gunpoint, and they were all taken.
Yeah. I got a call from Jared like 2 minutes after he left my house. Like, I'm on the side of the road. I just got carjacked.
Yep.
He was very calm. It was
They recovered one
impressive.
game. They recovered one
Really?
game out of
The
everything.
police?
The police.
What
recovered
game
one
was it?
thing. The Sega Genesis version of Shadowrun. I actually still have it.
Ooh, little
It's
3/4
my one
view,
reminder of that entire incident. Yeah.
isometric.
As I remember, hopefully this isn't too depressing, but the robber was later found out to have been shot in the face by a shotgun.
One of them. So there were two boys and two girls, and one of the the one who didn't have the gun was later shot in the face with a shotgun in an unrelated incident, and like pled out to like a lesser charge. And the two girls were like 14 or 15 at the time of the incident. And they actually came up to me like when I was at the sentencing for like one of the guys, and they were like, "Oh, we wrote you a letter. Like, we're so sorry. Did you get the letter we wrote you?" And I'm like, "I didn't receive any. I didn't get a letter." and it was really strange.
Did you ask them to recite it from memory?
In unison. To whom it may concern.
Drop a beat.
But
Freestyle for me. I'll let you
but good
free.
news is, like 4 years ago, the guy that held me up at gunpoint was released, so he's out there.
Looking for you.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh,
Probably
he might
knows
be
my
better.
name. It's great.
He might be reformed. It's fine.
Yeah,
Getting robbed
probably.
at gunpoint sucks.
I mean, that's what prison does, right? Or
Yeah, so
jail.
reforms. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That guy has had all the hatred cleansed
Been
from
thinking
his
about
heart.
me nothing for 8 years. Like, it's great.
Well, you weren't the one that shot him in the face.
No, the other guy, the
Were
guy
you?
that actually pointed the gun at my face, he was the one who got some jail time. He was like, went away for 8 years. Yeah.
Corin, can't you keep these guys straight?
I know. Gosh.
So Jared didn't shoot anyone in the face.
No. Unrelated incident.
Good.
Yeah, the time Jared shot somebody was unrelated.
I mean, it was me who shot him, but it didn't have anything to do with the earlier thing. It was over a different beef, street beef. Ooh, street beef. So, do you guys want to do a little trivia?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Do
All right.
we need a pen and paper? Or no.
You will not need any pen and paper for this. This should be just fine with calling in using your chiming in using your name.
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
This is, you're probably not going to know the answers to the things I ask you. With me, Alistair St. Hill. This trivia challenge this week is a little bit complicated. The name of the game is Angelina Jo Lieberman. It's all about combining names in order to answer the clues that I give you. I'm going to give you clues that relate to two people's names, and they will link together, much in the way that superstar actress Angelina Jolie and superstar congressperson Joe Lieberman Voltron
Politician?
wasn't he a vice presidential candidate?
Whatever.
Something.
It's politician. Blanket statement.
Angelina Jo Lieberman is the combination of those two. So, this one is all based on film directors. The first name in each of these combinations is going to be a film director. The second name could be anything at all, any entity.
Good.
Actors.
Did you make these up?
Did I make them up? Well, I mean, these people exist. I mean, obviously, I beautiful-minded the connections
Combinations
between
he
them.
means, I think.
Yeah, the combinations.
Yes, as I said, I beautiful-minded them.
Okay.
So I'm going to name films by the director, who is the first name, and then there will be hints as to the second name. So let's see how this goes.
So we wait until
You know
after
it.
we hear the films and the hints.
Well, because if you just answer the films, you're only going to have one name, not the super combining name like Angelina Jo Lieberman.
Okay.
Okay,
famous
so
politician.
this should be pretty easy. Famous politician. All right, some of them could be politicians. Some of them could be non-human entities. But it's going to be a director and then some kind of entity, human or not.
Steven Spielberg.
Okay. All right, question 1. Here are the clues. Stop Making Sense, Silence of the Lambs, Ghost, The Scarlet Letter.
What?
Stop Making Sense, Silence of the Lambs, Ghost, The Scarlet Letter. Does anyone have a guess?
4 words.
I know one
No,
of
it's
them.
not
I
4
just don't know what
words.
the
It's two.
combination is.
It's 2 names, a first and last name, and then that combines with another first and last name. Stop Making Sense, Silence of the Lambs, Ghost, The Scarlet Letter. I'm going to get closer.
Please do.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need this first one so I can gauge what the other ones are gonna be.
Okay. Oh, Christ. Okay. So no one got that.
How many of these are there?
David something.
There are 15. Yeah, listen.
Ridley Scott, blah blah blah, something.
That one's coming up later. All right. So, if you could only make serious guesses right now. So no one's
What's
got
the
that.
first one?
The answer to this first one, the clues are Stop Making Sense, Silence of the Lambs, Ghost, and The Scarlet Letter. The answer, of course, is Jonathan Demi Moore.
Okay.
Right,
This is going well.
14 to go. Okay.
Fuck. All right.
All right. So, listen, I'm the only person who makes these trivia challenges on a regular
Do
basis.
you want us to?
Oh god!
Oh, that would be wonderful if you would. I'm just at my wit's end. All right. Question 2.
This is a cry for help.
Okay, this one. Okay, this one you might not get. All right. Sideways, election, late golf champion. Okay. So I'll give you a hint. Sideways and election are the films that the director directed, and then the late golf champion is another name after that. Does anyone know who directed Election?
I don't know the director of those movies.
Did Jared
I
Freeze?
thought I knew the director of Sideways, but I didn't know who's the same director as Election. So
Same
that
guy.
doesn't make sense to me.
Same
Who
fellow.
do you think it is?
I thought
Let's
it
work
was
together.
I thought it was Spike Jones. I thought Spike Jones did Sideways. No. What did he do? Is
I did
Sideways the
watch a
movie
Spike
about
Jones
wine?
movie today, being John Malkovich.
Is Spike
Thank you,
Jones.
Jotham.
Oh,
You're welcome, guys.
Is Sideways the movie about wine?
It is about wine.
Paul Giamatti.
Oh, that's not Spike Jones. What am I thinking of? Adaptation. Oh, I'm totally wrong.
All right.
Don't worry about me.
Charlie
Just
Kaufman
ignore
wrote
me.
that, and being John Malkovich.
Alexander Payne Stewart. Because we have famous golfer Payne Stewart passed away in an airplane crash. And director Alexander Payne Stewart. Okay, this one's a little bit trickier, this third one. Okay.
I love it.
But actually, it's
I
a
might
little,
get one of these.
this one okay, question 3. The Color of Money, Goodfellas, Carrie, Badlands. Don't even think about The Color of Money. Goodfellas.
Never seen it.
Goodfellas, that's the movie. And then another person, Carrie, Badlands. All you have to do is think of the director of Goodfellas, guys. Like, this can't all be on me.
Martin Scorsese Malik.
Well, they're not both directors. The second person could be any entity, human or not.
Oh! Wait, Martin Scorsese SpaceX?
Yes.
Nice.
Are you guys opening up your minds? Do you have a growth mindset? That's what they tell Clara in 2nd grade, to have a growth mindset.
Hey, Alistair,
Yeah.
where are you from?
Well, if you have any questions about the agenda, I was born and raised in St. Pete. My parents were travelers. All right. So question 4. There are only 2 clues here. One for one person, one for the other. Lord of the Rings, Running on Empty.
Peter Jackson Brown.
If Corin had chimed in, that would have been a point for him.
I just give it to him. I had no idea.
Yeah, I marked it.
Thank you.
But yes, Peter Jackson Brown. This makes a lot more sense a few questions in,
All right,
right?
I'm starting to get it. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's only 11 questions to go. Beaches, Pretty Woman, Slim Shady?
Penny Marshall Mathers. Jared. Penny Marshall Mathers.
yeah.
Jared.
That's good. I like that one.
Jared. Incorrect.
What? Really?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say the same thing.
I don't know
You're
any
within
of
a
these.
hair's breadth.
It's not Penny. It's somebody else.
There is another.
Gary Marshall Mathers.
That's correct. Gary Marshall Mathers. Again, would have been a great point for Corin if he had chimed in. All right. Okay. Corin is now leading 2 to Jared's 1. Jotham hasn't scored yet, but I feel like
Wait,
everyone's...
you gave that last one to him? I thought you said it would have been a good point. The hell?
The one just before that, Jared was like, "Oh, give it to him, give it to him."
Yeah,
Yeah, that was one. So
now
where's the second one come from?
now that I'm in the lead, he's coming for me.
But question 6.
All right, that's how it's gonna be. Let's go.
Number 6.
This
Memento.
game makes enemies of us all.
Memento.
I only have friends here.
Insomnia. Houston Astros. Texas Rangers.
Oh, Jared.
Jared.
Christopher Nolan Ryan.
That's correct. Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan. Ryan.
Baby, let's go. 2 versus 2. I'm in this. I'm in it to win it. Let's go. What question is this?
There's still time for me to win, right?
Jared's all cocky
I
now.
love
How
when
many we
Jared
got
gets
now?
competitive.
Can he tie? Can he even tie right now? I mean,
2 to 2.
okay.
What?
There's
It's
like
tied
10
currently.
there's- Yeah.
We're on question 7 of 15. Number 7. Ooh, this is tough. Ed Wood, Batman Returns, The Guess Who.
I don't know enough about the Guess Who. I know the first part. Obvious.
Any guesses? Any guesses?
Corin?
Corin, go.
Tim Burton Cummings.
That's correct.
Okay, I
Burton
don't like the way
Cummings.
Corin looked down briefly.
I saw that.
And to the left when he was thinking about that answer. Thinking.
Just pondering.
Just look. Light reflecting off of
Scrolling.
his glasses.
You can see the webpage loading.
Should I do a Jotham angle and just like give my
No,
crotch
no.
the whole time?
All right, fine.
Horrible.
I'm a man of my word. I live by strict honesty.
Question 8. Thelma and Louise, Alien, Kids in the Hall.
Jared
Go.
Ridley Scott Thompson.
That's correct.
That's pretty good. See, I'm just happy to play. This is a fun game.
Is Jotham frozen? He hasn't answered.
No, I'm here. I know like a quarter of. I can't put them together. Who's Scott Thompson?
Kids in
He's
the
the
Hall.
cat-
You
yeah,
know
Kids
if
in
you
the
were
Hall.
10 years older. Sorry.
Yeah. This is because we're all old.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. The prize that you win at the end of this game is your youth. Question 9. The Abyss, True Lies, Singles, Almost Famous.
Corin?
Corin, go.
James Cameron Crowe?
That's correct.
Yes.
James Cameron Crowe. Okay. Now, again, you know how I said that I want you to really expand your mind?
Here we go.
Okay.
The spice melange.
Yes. Spice must flow.
Denis Villeneuve?
Hellboy, Pacific Rim, Canadian NBA franchise.
Corin.
Corin, go.
It's not laugh when I say this. Guillermo del Toronto Raptors?
That's correct. Yes.
Nice.
Again, a non-human entity that fits the bill. Guillermo del Toro Raptors. So
Yeah, that was pretty good.
is
That got me.
That's got Corin in the lead, 5 to Jared's 3.
Bullshit.
Jotham is doing
I'm here.
doing his thing.
He is here.
I'm listening.
Does exist.
I do exist.
All right, question 11, down to the last 5. Good boy. All right, again, open your mind. The Thing,
Open your mind.
Halloween, Metallica smash hit single. Oh, I feel like Corin's about to say it.
I'm trying to remember Metallica hit.
Well, I failed the Metallica quiz that Alistair gave me on the radio station.
You did a really good job for a civilian. For someone
think
who's
I
not
got
in
one.
Metallica.
I'm gonna take a stab at it.
Oh, please do. Jared, go. I think he's about to do it.
I love this. This is my favorite part of the game.
All right. He just has to calm down. Oh,
He's not ready.
I'm gonna hit him with a clock.
John Carpenter of Sorrow.
No.
Oh, damn.
That's very close, but that's not. It's Harvester, not Carpenter of Sorrow.
I know, but I thought it's supposed to sound like it or something.
No, Jared, I don't do things that sound like the right answer.
Well, what fucking Metallica song begins with a carpenter?
It's about Jesus.
Oh no.
The correct answer is John Carpenter Sandman.
What?
That's good.
Jesus Christ.
That's good.
John
Okay.
Carpenter Sandman.
Enter
Yeah.
Sandman.
Yeah.
We're there.
All right.
We got there.
Carpenter of Sorrow.
I don't know.
That's a
Interesting.
joke
That's
answer.
real.
And this is a serious quiz.
Yeah, this is big brain shit. I get it. Let's go. What's the next one?
All right, number 12.
Fucking dragging you.
Cocoon, Apollo 13, anthropomorphic duck. Jared, go.
Ron Howard the Duck.
Ron Howard the duck. That's right.
Boom.
Dude, Jared
Yeah,
is now
that's
up to
Back on the
4,
board.
just 1 below Corin.
Do
For
I
some
still have
reason, I
time
was trying to figure
tie?
out. I was like, what's the name of the Aflac duck? Does he have a real name? A proper name that I forgot. But he's a regular duck.
Look
he's
up
not
the Affleck
anthropomorphic.
wiki. They'll have his real name in there somewhere.
All right, question 13. Yeah, Jotham, you have been mathematically eliminated. You are now in the game only to act as a spoiler, perhaps dashing the hopes of Jared's comeback.
Yeah, get it.
I still want to get one.
Yeah, this is about
We want
pride.
that for you too.
Thank you.
Question 13. JFK, born on the 4th of July, former Dateline NBC co-host.
I don't know the director.
Oh, Jared.
Jared, go.
Oliver Stone. Fuck.
What's that?
Corin will
Wilson?
steal.
No, it's not Wilson.
Nope.
Corin said, I can't think of the director. Is a steal like this allowed?
Can we both get a half a point?
Because what is Corin going to say?
It's Oliver Stone Phillips.
Oliver Stone Phillips. Whew. I'm interested.
I don't feel good about taking a whole point for that.
It's very honest.
Give him a third.
Obvious.
I'm going to put that point in parentheses to show how honorable you are. There we go.
Asterisk.
Good guy. Good guy. All right. Question 14. Do the Right Thing, Summer of Sam, dub reggae pioneer.
Dub reggae pioneer?
Yeah, he was a dub pioneer.
Yeah, you're out of my wheelhouse on that one.
Do the right thing.
I've got the first half.
Yeah.
What's the first half?
The answer is Spike Lee Scratch Perry.
Lee's. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
roast fish.
Lee. For some reason, I was thinking Spike Jones. I was thinking Spike Jones the whole time. I got my spikes mixed up.
Jones Scratch Perry.
Poison your mind.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You were talking about Spike Jones, right?
Whoa.
I was.
Okay. Question 15. Final trivia question.
10 points. Here we go.
Higher learning.
Oh no.
Boys in the Hood.
Uh-huh.
Tall motivational speaker.
Oh. Tall motivational speaker.
Tall motivational speaker.
I know
Tall
who
as a
that is.
Wookiee. Higher learning. Boys in the Hood. Monstrous motivational speaker. He's like
I don't know if I have either of them.
he's like Ega.
I know the second one. I don't know the name of the director.
I can't believe the
Wait,
things you
okay.
say.
What's the so what part do you have, Corin?
Tony Robbins.
What do you have, Jared?
Wait, Tony.
The answer is John Singletony Robbins.
Oh. I had John Singleton, but then he said Tony, and that threw me off.
T-O-N,
That
right
don't
at
make
the
sense.
end. That's how the game is played, my
Just
friend.
like Enter Sandman.
John Carpenter Sandman. If you think about
Yeah.
it, it's pretty witty.
That's my favorite one
Very
that
witty.
I didn't get.
Nothing but witty.
Yeah. Jotham, let's break down your performance. How do you feel about how you did out on the field today?
Oh, me? Honestly, I was thinking about pickleball the whole time. I'm on the court right now. As far as I like the game a lot, I did very poorly. My worst performance in any quiz that we have done since the podcast started.
It was
I
definitely.
didn't know half of the things you were talking about. Half of the directors of the movies.
Well, we're cinephiles
now you know
here.
how to train. Now you know what to train for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Got to train the brain.
You can
I'll be ready next
you can
week.
remember to do that because it'll rhyme.
Yeah. I think I was going to remember it.
Well, guys, do you want to take a break and then come back and do some news? We're not going to do any music within the show this week. We have been posting our podcasts in a playlist over at Spotify, on Spotify. So if you search for the GNC show and look for our Grand National Championships playlist, you'll see all of our current picks and such. So we're going to rotate that on a weekly basis. So whenever you see a new episode of the podcast on that playlist, it means all the music underneath it is new as well. We're not going to stop playing things on the show proper, but this week we're just going to dedicate to, sending some attention over to that Spotify playlist. And also, if we have guests on the show, their music, their selections will be featured, and possibly music they made, if they're a musical artist, will be featured in that playlist as well. So we're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back and do some news. Is that cool with you guys? All right.
Cool.
We are on break. Hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships here on the internet. We are back from our break, and it is now time, if it's possible, to News. So now here's where we decide who is going to go first. Jared, would you go first with the news? Jared, would you go first with the
Jared,
news?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Coming in low.
My fault.
A World War II veteran's wish to have his casket painted to resemble a pack of juicy fruit when he dies has been granted. Sutty Economy, 94. Again, his name is Sutty Economy.
How do you spell that first
94,
name?
told his friend Sammy Oki, president of Oki's funeral service, his last request is to have his casket painted like the iconic yellow Wrigley's Juicy Fruit pack of gum when he passes. A unique ask, Oki told Economy he would do the best he could to honor the veteran's wish when he called. A family friend for at least 45 years, Oki told CNN that Economy is a unique and patriotic individual known famously throughout the Roanoke, Virginia community for handing out juicy fruit gum to anyone he meets.
Anyone he meets, not just like on Halloween. So absolutely anyone that he meets. Oh boy, am I mad. Is that better?
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was
100%.
because I had the music playing quietly in the background and that somehow like negates my audio. So I'm going to turn off the news music. Sorry. So Economy gave out gum to absolutely everyone he met.
Everyone.
Not just on Halloween and stuff.
No, just had it on hand, and if you passed him, he'd hand you a piece of juicy fruit.
Force it upon you.
Yeah.
So
Well, I tell you what,
Mr. Sutty Economy.
what kind
I
of
give,
last name is Economy? Sorry, Jotham,
I
go
give
ahead.
Topo Chico to my friends, and I want my casket to be yellow Topo Chico. So guys, note that, please.
All right.
Do you
Noted.
want it? Do you want it like see-through mostly?
No,
and
no,
just-
I want the label. It's gonna be all.
Just
Well,
the
I don't
label.
know. The clear bottle is really part of it.
That would
How
be
about
cool.
this? Clear casket. Let's do a casket
I
made
guess
of
it all
glass.
depends on how you die, though, right? Like,
I mean, it's gonna be like the thick part of the bottle. You can really get rid of the neck.
okay.
And no, it doesn't matter how I die. Just I want it like that, no matter what.
Okay.
These are my last wishes. Yeah,
Even if it's just
exactly.
scraps that they found after the dune buggy accident.
So, Sutty Economy and what was the other
Yeah,
guy?
so he's getting his wish.
Okie Finoki.
Sam, Wow.
Okeechobee.
That's the
Sammy
name of a
Oki.
swamp.
Yeah, that's a swamp.
Okeechobee.
Sutty
Sammy
Economy
Oki.
and his friend Sammy Oki.
What kind of last name is Economy? Is it Greek?
An old one, because he's 94. Like,
Is it spelled
they were
just
just making
like-
up names back then.
is it
They ran
spelled
out and
just
just
like
started naming
the,
people whatever.
The word economy as we know it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It-
it's all made up.
It just
You know
it,
what I mean, dog? It's just
it
like
looks
in our
like
brains.
Smoke
the
and
word
mirrors.
economy.
Gotta train the brain.
I love thinking about people's cool names that we've known throughout the years. I always go back to Crystal Davenport, which is one of my favorite names of a person.
Because it's
a real
an
person.
impossible piece of furniture, if you think about it.
Right, a very uncomfortable furniture. I also I knew someone named Cashmere Fudge. That was a good one.
Oh. Sounds made up.
It does.
Is that-
I mean,
I think I went to school with a Jody Batman.
Yes. Yep. I remember
Yeah,
Jody
Jody
Batman. Yep. Not Bateman. Batman.
Not Bateman. Batman.
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 Yet you could never put Crystal Fudge in like a novel you wrote because everyone would be like, this guy like named one of his characters Crystal Fudge. Like,
Yeah, it's like a Harry Potter professor.
yeah. I guess in the Harry Potter verse it would be more accepted. Crystal Fudge. Wait, no, it wasn't. Sorry, not Crystal Fudge.
It was Cashmere Fudge.
Cashmere
Cashmere
fudge.
Fudge, whatever.
But Crystal Fudge too.
Crystal Davenport. Crystal Fudge.
Crystal Da-
Crystal
Cashmere
Davenport.
Davenport.
Cashmere Fudge.
Ooh, Cashmere Davenport.
Cashmere.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Sign me up. I'll buy one of those.
Is this the next quiz that we're gonna take? Like, come on.
Crystal Fudge Davenport. Get it? It's like they go together. Is that what I sounded like?
Yeah. It was
That
like
was a
there
good
were two
impression
you.
of yourself.
You sounded just like you, man. Man. I'm telling you, that quiz was well constructed. I slaved over that thing.
Hey,
worked
I wasn't a
great
believer.
job.
I wasn't a
worked
believer at the
hard
beginning,
over
but
it.
by the end, I was on board totally.
Well, I appreciate you, your grudging respect. All right, so what else is in the news? Jotham, what do you have in the news?
So did you guys see the story about the John Cage piece?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was going to talk about. So John Cage, the composer, he is dead, but one of his pieces. What?
This is
I'm
how,
not letting you
this
guys
is
know
how
he
we
died.
find out.
He died. I think he died in like 2012 or maybe before
I think
that.
he may have died
92.
maybe in the
I don't know.
maybe
He
in
died
the
at some
90s.
point in the last 30 years. But this piece is supposed to finish in 2640. It is a 639-year piece, and the last note was played in 2013. So they created this organ, and the name of the piece is As Slow as Possible. And so, like, every few years, a different note plays, and people gather in this town in Germany for it. And there's a clip of it on Wikipedia from I think 2006, and it's really underwhelming. It's just
Yeah.
like the same droning
like it.
note.
So how
and there's a guy in
pretentious
German. Yeah, there's a guy in German just
do you have
talking
to
over
be?
it, and then the note changes, and it's just like. But I mean, in the Wikipedia, it's pretty funny. I mean, they have all the notes, everything, like it's all mapped out. The longest performance so far has been a 14-hour and 56-minute performance in a strict adherence to the score's temporal proportions. So.
What?
Yeah, we
I
have
don't
gathered here today to play one note from the John Cage composition.
Alistair,
Mid-play it,
do you want to
everybody politely
guess?
claps and goes home.
Alistair, you want to guess what note it was?
I guess.
I had looked it up. I remember. Well, I remember seeing I watched the video, and they mentioned how they added two notes.
Yes, they did. They did.
Let's say an A flat, A sharp.
Oh, well,
A
it
G
could
sharp.
be it's a G sharp third, so I don't.
Wow.
This is too complicated for me.
So anyway, yeah, they added two notes. It was awesome.
E
They had
fourth, yeah.
two
How
different
many
people
years
adding them
is it supposed to-
639
And what's it called?
as slow as
as
possible.
slow as possible.
So it's not as possible. I mean, right?
They can make it slower.
I
if they
mean, yeah, I
wanted.
guess, yeah, but they'd have to create an organ to do this. It's as long as the organ can do it.
Well,
That
Like
should
they're
have been
like
the title.
they're like adding pipes for
So you don't think in
different
like 500
notes.
years we have like new organ technology that makes organs last like longer?
John
they
Cage
could.
had a limited view of the future.
he didn't understand today's organs.
Useless. What a turd. Moving on.
No respect.
Corin, what's in the news?
Disorderly goat takes over cop car, headbutts deputy,
Yes.
and eats all the paperwork.
Whoa.
A sheriff's deputy in Georgia had a run-in with a bad goat last week when she returned to her cruiser.
A bad goat.
Bad goat. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said the unnamed deputy was serving civil papers at a home during the encounter. She typically leaves her car door open as she's had to retreat from vicious dogs in the past. Never once did she expect or even consider what was about to happen this day, quote, the agency wrote. Footage from the hairy situation showed the goat in the front seat busily eating the deputy's paperwork. Then, after leaving the vehicle with a mouthful of delicious papers, the goat delivered a headbutt to the deputy's knees, knocking her down before hoofing it from the scene of the crime. Quote, even though she was knocked to the ground, she was not physically harmed at the incident, the department wrote. At the end of the day, we all got a little laugh at it.
So goats are up there for at least for me with like geese
They
as
suck.
like scary animal. Right?
Unpredictable.
Yeah. Like that's where the fear comes from.
There are two Switch games about either one of those animals
Yep,
just
Untitled
causing
Goose
destruction. The other one, I just looked it up. It's called Goat Simulator, the
Yeah.
goatee, where you cause as much destruction as you can, like Grand Theft Auto style, but you're a goat.
Yeah. And they have those weird, like, rectangle pupils that just, like, are
And they
very alien.
shriek. They shriek like human babies. Have you ever like watched like a video of goats like really getting after it with the shrieking? Like it's terrible.
They make hideous noises.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
can be
It's
very
all bleeding.
human-like. Bleeding.
No. When
you're
they're
right.
not bleeding. When they're
Bleating.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, when they're bleeding.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that. I love this goat, guys. This
Well,
goat
it's a
is
good
fighting the
goat.
power. It's an Antifa goat, and we're all adopting it as our
Well, I'm wondering.
Mascot.
I'm wondering why the cop didn't shoot it dead in the face or back while it was leaving.
Yeah,
And
that's
I don't
why
know,
they didn't name the deputy in the story, because she was ashamed of her actions of not killing
not
something.
killing it. Yeah, I don't know if I enjoy stories that portray police officers in like cute human ways.
Well, I picked it because she got punked, and
Yeah, the goat did get one over on her.
yeah, and probably destroyed some like civil papers that they were trying to serve on someone else, which gave the person more time to get out of their problem.
Destroying evidence, yeah. This
Yeah.
goat is,
The goat
is
ran
taking it down
interference.
from the inside.
We need more goats like this one.
Maybe they're going to end up hiring the goat.
Like Catch Me If You Can, Goat Me If You Can.
I was thinking more like Clockwork Orange, where where some of
dares to check
the
his wallet for his
droogs
credentials.
end up being cops when Alex finds them later in the movie.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
I had my hand butted by a goat while it was through a chain link fence as a young person, and that forever instilled in me fear of goats.
Stay away from goats.
I got butted by a goat, like it hit me in the thigh, like scratched my leg with its horn.
Yeah.
When I was little, goats are jerks. They're just mean. They just see everybody as targets
They
on
eat
their
like
butts.
anything.
Tin cans.
tin
cool.
cans.
I don't know.
And
I think of a cartoon goat eating tin cans.
And they hate you.
I don't think they
That's
have
the thing, is they
capacity.
were born with hate in their hearts.
Yeah.
The mark of sin
I think
on
they
them.
have. I think they have chaos in their hearts.
Project Mayhem.
Yeah, goats are twisted.
Yeah, man. They're like looking to take the system down using misinformation.
Some goats just want to watch the world burn.
Do we have any other news?
No.
I spent so much time on that John Cage story.
I want to talk to y'all about about a message I received regarding the show. It wasn't a phone message. It was a voice message left on a Facebook Messenger thread. Just have to find it from our friend Frank. We know him. Maybe he'll be a part of the show sometime.
Hey man, sorry I'm out of breath, I'm running, but I was listening to the podcast, it's great. And I realize whenever you guys do the news, I always imagine that I'm Dennis Quaid in like 1984, and you guys are pitching me movies that I should be in.
That was the whole message. He feels like he's Dennis Quaid in the 80s. And our news stories are possible movies that Dennis Quaid could have starred in. Do
You look like you could use a cold one.
That's Randy Quaid.
Oh.
Randy Quaid's the slightly goofier one. Dennis Quaid. What was Dennis Quaid in? What are some Dennis Quaid movies?
I just watched a good movie with him in it. It's called Pandorum with Ben Foster, but that's not what he's known for.
Dorum?
Inner Space?
Inner Space. He was in Inner
Yeah,
Space.
that's
That's a
fun.
good one. I'm trying to think of what news stories have we done? What were our news stories today? There was the goat
Would he
deputy.
be in a-
He couldn't play the
Mean
deputy
Goat.
because that was a lady.
Antifa Goat, Juicy Fruit Casket,
Topo
And
Chico casket.
boring John Cage bullshit.
John Cage died.
Oh, so maybe
Jared hates John Cage.
Who do you think he is? This John Cage fellow.
he could play the guy who wanted the Juicy Fruit casket. We could put old age makeup on him, and then like we could also do flashbacks.
You think
him
he
through
has
his
what
life.
it takes to portray Suddy economy?
He could play Sutty Economy. He could.
You could at least like Cashmere Fudge.
It could be a story because he's 81. So we'll say Dennis Quaid. Maybe he could play as young as 40 to 50 with a little CGI. He could go back in the world go back in the world, go back in time into Study Economy's a backstory, and we'll see like the story of why Juicy Fruit became so important, and it'll be bookended by him in old age makeup, like put me in the Juicy Fruit basket,
like some Benjamin Button stuff. Like
it's not like
or like Robert De Niro in The Irishman.
It's going to be a lot like Robert De Niro in The Irishman, obvious. Yeah.
Where he still walks like an old man.
Oh, we're gonna like de-age him and then re-age him with CG.
It'll be both on both ends.
Yeah.
He could play into his 20s, the way Robert De Niro did so convincing.
All right, well, let's have him in for a meeting and see how he tests.
Okay. Study Economy, Topo Chico, John Cage Bulls. Oh yeah, he could also play one of the guys, one of the people. Multiple people took part in it, put in the pipe in the new John Cage thing. Maybe, it could be a thing where like he does it early in his life and then he does it again as an old man about to go into his Juicy Fruit thing.
John Cage performance 600 years later.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
639 years later.
And he comes up with a new note.
He develops a new note. Well, now
and then Randy Quaid slips the brown note in.
What?
Just for some levity. So yeah. Randy Quaid slips the brown.
Jotham, do not talk about the brown note here on the podcast.
Jotham's like our very own Randy Quaid.
And then Randy Quaid slips the brown
the Randy
note.
Quaid of the show, Jotham.
What was the superhero you lovingly gave me? Hawkeye.
You're our Randy Quaid Hawkeye.
Thank you.
Hawk guy.
Hot guy.
Yeah, if you'll recall, Hawkeye is a bit of a wild card. If you catch my drift,
I have not forgotten.
And yeah, maybe he could play also the deputy's supervisor, the deputy who was bested by the goat. He'd be like, "Damn it, you can't be out there if you can't handle a goat." And like it's all, but he doesn't star in the movie, but like he has a pivotal role in it. You know, it's about the deputy and the deputy kind of dealing with the whole event with the goat. Maybe it starts with the goat event
because he's got the mayor breathing out his neck.
Yeah,
right. To get results.
I need your badge and your shield on my desk this afternoon. I'm practicing. I sound like a police captain. All right, so yeah, those all sound like good potential Dennis Quaid projects. A reminder that if you have anything you want to impart to us, you can give us a call, almost like Frank did, 727-379-4335. Guys, do you have any other incendiary or inflammatory pieces of information to share on the show?
I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
Wink.
We've got our weekly. No wink.
Wait, does everybody know what we do? I thought it was secret.
No, it's not secret. We've talked about it on the show before.
Have we?
Yeah. Jared, maybe it was your drunk night where you hated us.
Yeah.
We
One
do
of
our
those
D&D
rare
Keep that
nights.
secret for like
Fridays.
bonus reasons.
We've talked about it on the show.
For sure.
Okay, whatever.
We're talking about playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's so.
Well, now it's out of the bag. Now you just said the name. Whatever.
Swaddled in secrecy. No,
Yeah, I'm excited too. For tomorrow.
I'm sorry to put this on you.
Hey, Corin, do you remember that oh so distant time ago when Jared was drunk and ornery at everybody? Wasn't that a long time ago that happened?
It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Just disagreeable for no reason.
Yeah, that'll be lots of fun doing that with a new acquaintance to me, John Waterman. I was in my head trying to think of how we would Angelina Joe Lieberman him.
Joe Lieberman, yeah, that was.
How
good.
would we Angelina Joe Lieberman?
John Water Mannheim Steamroller.
Perfect. That is how the game is played.
Nice.
Got it in one.
Yeah, now we don't even have to talk about it anymore. So we're about 3 weeks deep on playing some Dungeons and Dragons, and I've started really looking forward to it. It's
Me too.
It's a good time with all of you.
Yeah, you guys are almost doing character voices too. We're so
Almost.
close.
No, that's
You have no problem doing it.
Me, no.
On the other hand.
and he always kind of then looks at the camera like, oh, can you believe I'm doing it? Aren't I cute? Aren't I funny?
One of us went to Fancy Boy Art School, so
Yeah, you have to do a character all day at Fancy Boy Art School. They require it. It's like, now choose who your character is going to be and always decide what direction the camera is so you can look at the camera after you do something cute. Right?
that's why I excel.
Jim at the office. There's a whole class on Jim at the office. Jim at the office, Jim from the office. Camera
In
looking.
the office.
In the office. Yeah. In the office from the office.
Right. Prepositions. I didn't know I was going to get Alistair so bad.
You just spit water everywhere.
It's because when you said it, I don't know if it's the case, but what I heard is you not quite pronouncing it right. So there was a long pause. There was a long pause, and then you went. Prepensations. And it really cracked me up. It was a long pause, and then prepensations.
Just really thinking about it. Fucking winding it up.
Incorrect. All right. Jotham, I appreciate your patience down there. I know you don't think many things are funny, so when we're laughing at stuff, I appreciate you just giving us our space.
I missed the joke.
I tried to say prepositions.
Oh.
Good one, then. Jesus Christ.
Amazing, man.
Yeah. You know what? But the thing is, I feel like Jotham is definitely in the right here for not necessarily laughing. So, Jotham, we're on your side, buddy. We don't think it's funny either.
Which is fucking stupid.
All right. So, guys, do you want to call this a night?
We did a great job.
Do you have any particular themes or anything that you want to talk about the music that you're putting on the Spotify playlist this week?
The one we updated previously, or the ones we're updating tomorrow?
The ones that will be updated tomorrow with this week's episode.
Oh, man, I gotta look.
Oh, have you not actually made that plan yet?
I've actually been researching Seattle, like new records from Seattle and Tacoma based artists, and I'm happy with what I'm finding. So
Nice.
There'll be some tracks up from that.
Yeah. I front loaded mine for like several weeks, so I'm all good.
But you don't have anything to
said
say
that about you.
anything to say about it?
No, they're amazing picks. I mean, what can I,
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
it's amazing.
Of course.
You should listen to things that I put on the playlist because it's awesome.
Great.
Cool. Jotham, is yours amazing or is it like shitty?
Yeah, no, it's definitely great. I've got some hip hop and then some rock. Like
Cool.
half and half.
All right. Well, this sounds like a great preview. I'm going to have some music from Scientist, some Gold Panda, some Flying Lotus.
Oh,
some
we're naming.
Solange.
Oh,
some
yeah. I didn't
Solange.
realize we were naming. I thought we were kind of giving like a vague.
Yeah, so, all right. We got some Danny Brown, Death Grips, new MF Doom.
So I should stop talking
X.
about mine? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Go
we're
ahead.
done.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jotham.
Sure.
No, so what? Wait, where'd you leave off Sublime?
We've got
How dare you.
Sublime, Sugar Ray, Hootie and the Blowfish remix. That's it.
Is there a Hootie remix?
There's gotta be.
Yeah, I mean,
Please Google that.
I'm coming with some Jesus Lizard, some Placebo,
Whoa.
some Pusha T, some Roni Size.
I've got
Just
two new
name a
artists,
few.
Bell Witch and Black Soul, both Seattle, Tacoma based artists that put out new music recently that I'm pretty excited about.
Now I'm just thinking like the game, you know, Belle and Sebastian and LA Witch. Belle Witch.
I think that's quite.
Just let him have it.
Okay.
Just let me have it. I got 1 point. 1 point.
I mean, that's good. That's good, Jotham. Oh, wow.
The thing is, like, Jotham, I don't know if Jotham's like, okay, the way I was going to say this was going to sound insulting. I want you to know. So I stopped.
Let's not do that.
No, but I was going to say, I think Jotham's a secret genius, which makes it sound like you're not smart in real life.
I'm smart.
I know he sounds dumb,
not like
but
everybody
he's
says.
really like, he's working on another level.
No, but the thing is, he'll say something like that, like, I don't get it, but really he's making fun of you and he gets it completely. So I get the feeling that Jotham is trying to goad me into explaining precisely how the game works because it makes me sound like a crazy person. And that's his secret genius. Not that he's not already smart, but that he acts dumb in order to make you play yourself. A la DJ Khaled.
Congratulations.
So on that note, I guess we're going to call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for everything. What's your catchphrase,
Like,
Corin?
subscribe. Like, subscribe, rate, and review. Tell your friends.
Comment.
Recommend.
Whatever.
Does anyone else have a catchphrase, like a closing salutation type thing?
Keep on trucking.
That's good.
Can't please no underwear.
What'd you say?
Can't please no underwear?
For Jared McLeod and Jotham Fady and Corin Atchison, I'm Alistair St. Hill. Everybody have a splendid week, day, night, and month ahead. Goodbye, goodbye, bye, bye, goodbye, bye, goodbye, bye.
Bye.